Two. Okay, that is the first time that has ever actually happened on here. We've seemed to have run out of time, I guess, which is weird because I've actually had streams go on for over an hour, but it was timing me for just under an hour, which is peculiar. I'm not actually sure why that happened. If Katie wants to hop back on real quick, we can shoot right back over to here. Okay, there's Katie. And if she can just send this in. This first time this actually happened. Sorry about that, guys. Hope everyone can join us again. And we're back.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah, that is super weird that actually happened. I guess that it was time. We were getting a time limit of an hour, but that's weird because I've had some of these go on for a little longer than that before.
Interesting. All right. Well, do we still have a lot of questions left?
Not too much more. We can start to just like speed roll through a few of these, and then hopefully we should be able to finish. Then later on, when this goes up on YouTube, I can just edit the two together, so it won't be that much of a problem.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Rapid fire. Let's go.
Okay. First off, how tall are you?
5'4", 5'2", one of those.
Okay. Sorry about that. Natural hair color. Is this natural, what we see now?
Yep.
Okay. Favorite candies?
Starburst.
We get those all the time at work. We literally have a whole bowl of Starburst, and I just have like a few a day.
So good.
Am I right to assume is the lemon, the yellow one, your favorite?
No, pink.
Oh, that's another good one. Do you have cat paws? Like you're double or triple jointed, like this?
No.
Okay. What is your, I think you kind of already answered this before, but since this is a two-part video now, I'd have to ask anyway. What is your heritage?
Norwegian, Scottish, English. I think that's it that I know.
All right. Here's a fun one. Can you cross your eyes?
Yes.
Can we see? Not too many people have been able to do that on the show.
Really?
I think
Is
the
that
first
like a
one,
talent? I thought everybody could do that.
I think it's just a matter of if they just can figure out how to actually do it. Like, I'm not sure if I'm doing it right now,
No.
but yeah, I'm just looking insane right now. Actually, the first time I ever asked that question on this series was around episode 3, and it was with Trella. In fact, if you look it up on YouTube, the thumbnail is basically when she's crossing her eyes.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. As soon as she did that, I was just like, I was saying to her, I'm so going to zoom in on that in the editing room. All right. What's something that's always a guarantee to make you laugh?
No guarantees.
There's no guarantees that
No.
any one thing makes you laugh?
No. Depends on my mood, depends on what it is. Can't think of anything.
Huh. Interesting.
I mean, I laugh a lot. I can't think of anything that I'm like, oh yeah, that always makes me laugh. My dad, if my dad was watching, he would hope that I would say his dad jokes, but I'm not sure about that. Yep, he goes a dad joke.
Yeah. No, there he. Hello. All right. When did you first start music?
5 years old.
Awesome. We talked about your first show. Have you ever toured with, like, opened up for anyone else on one of their tours?
Not yet.
Okay. Favorite actor and favorite actress?
I don't think that I have one. I don't really keep up with entertainment that much.
Okay. Any off the top of your head who you just kind of enjoy seeing at all, or
Like I can like if I'm scrolling through Netflix or Hulu, I'll be like, oh yeah, let's watch this. I like that actress, but I never know people's names.
so
So I'm not gonna be able to think of any.
it's just the faces you
Yeah,
recognize,
like
really.
I'll see faces and I'll be like, oh yeah, I like that like the girl that played in the Hulu series. I can't even remember the name of the series. The girl that played in Mamma Mia, the long blonde hair, and
And
she's
then
been
it's
in
like,
her. I like her. So if like I see her in something, I'm like, oh cool, let's try that.
yeah, I've seen some really good projects of hers actually. There was an action film she did a few years ago called Gone, and I was like, oh, I did not expect her to do that kind of film, but she was really good in it.
She does quite the variety of stuff. She's really good.
Yeah, she's very multi-talented. I think even Marvel was almost going to give her a major role in one of their movies, and she ended up turning it down because she didn't want to be painted green.
That's funny.
Right. What were some of your favorite shows to watch as a kid?
Disney Channel. Like anything on the Disney Channel, that's what I watched.
Any particular shows, or literally just any single one?
Like Lizzie McGuire, I know I loved. But literally, like we would just have the Disney Channel on all day, and whatever was on, that's what I was watching.
Do you have like a favorite? So I was almost gonna guess if you have a or ask if you have a favorite streaming service, but I would have to probably guess if you did, your favorite is Disney Plus or
Actually, no. I have Disney Plus, but I don't watch Disney anymore. I would say I fluctuate between Netflix and Hulu.
they're both pretty solid, right? Um, and you kind of answered this already, but just so people who are tuning in now can know, what kind of shows do you like to watch now?
Depends. I mean, I do like The Bachelor, so I watch every season of that. It's like just mindless reality TV that is fun to kind of put on and, whatever. That's really the only reality TV show I watch. And then I like lighthearted stuff, like How I Met Your Mother, or like Friends. And every now and then I can get behind a good, like, more suspenseful thing, or kind of a weird show my dad and I have been watching is it called Roslindale? It's a show about like aliens that live on Earth, but they look like humans.
That definitely sounds familiar. I'm familiar with a certain alien show called Resident Alien that's on right now on Sci-Fi. That's easily one of my favorites right now.
Yeah, I don't usually like sci-fi, and I don't always like suspense or scary stuff, but every now and then I can get behind, I can get into a series like that.
There's just a few particular ingredients that just resonate with you.
Yeah, or I'm just like really looking for a new TV show and I'm like, all right, I'll try it. And then if it sucks me in quick enough. Roswell, that's what it's called.
Oh, there we go.
I knew
you.
Roslindale was not right, but Roswell. Okay.
I was like thinking, I know there's there's Riverdale, but not Roslindale.
No, it's pretty like it was really good at first. It's getting a very like cheesy, and the acting's getting a little like but I'll probably see it through till the end because I'm like invested now.
Some shows, as time goes on, they start to kind of just like fade down a little.
Yeah.
I unfortunately know that too well. My absolute favorite show has kind of gotten to the point where I'm like, they really need to end it now. It's gone on a little too long.
Yeah.
Or some shows where it's like they just have a very limited concept right from the beginning of like, okay, this could make for 2 seasons, but don't drag this out to like 4 or 6 seasons. Wink, wink, Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I know. That was when I watched a little bit of, and then I started being like, okay, I'm done with this.
Yeah, don't get, but it gets to the point where every 2 seconds you could just be like, you just wrote an ending. You wrote yourselves into an ending again. Oh, they're just going to ignore all that? Okay, yep, just keep going. Like 50 times an episode, you could just say, Call the cops.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into my tangent on that show because then we'll be here for 20 hours. Let me see. What questions do you get asked the most often from fans?
Probably just like wanting to know, hey, what was that song about? What did you write that about?
That's cool. Yeah, yeah. It probably resonates with them, and they just really enjoy it and they want to know more of the story. All right. Let me see. French fry. Ooh, here's a good one. Favorite flavor of ice cream?
Strawberry or peach?
Ooh. Now that I'm trying to think, have I ever had peach ice cream? I know I've definitely had strawberry. That's like one of the three most common. I don't know if I've ever had peach though.
Peach is rare, but if you ever can get a good peach ice cream, I highly recommend it. It's very good.
Huh. What like brands make that? Like say Friendlies or do you know
I
any
don't
of the
know if they do anymore. We used to get Edie's brand. I don't know if they make it anymore. I don't eat ice cream that like I'm really not supposed to eat ice cream anymore because it's the dairy and the sugar thing. So I'm not sure, but we used to get Edie's.
Huh. All right.
If anyone is like me and you don't eat dairy or sugar, but you still like ice cream, So Delicious makes a really good non-dairy, non-sugar vanilla and chocolate ice cream. I think it's good.
All right. I bet people will be glad to know that. Um, do you have a favorite gaming system? Any favorite game? Never did any video games growing up?
Nope. The only video game I ever played was Mario Kart because my cousins had it. So when I would visit, every now and then we would play together. But
Like the
I
OG
wasn't
Nintendo
my
64
and my
one?
family wasn't like big on video games, so I never had any of that.
Was it like the original one on Nintendo 64?
Yeah.
That is a classic. That is a cult classic. Um, favorite cookies?
Probably just classic chocolate chip.
I got a little suggestion. Have you ever had like the soft ones, like soft chocolate chip cookies?
hmm
Have you ever put them in a microwave for like 15 seconds or so?
hmm
Yeah, yeah, one of my family friends a while back taught us that, and I'm just like, oh my God, that makes them feel just like so much more fresh. Like just
Yeah.
you cool them off with milk, it's so good. Okay, coffee or tea?
Tea.
Ooh, okay. Any guilty pleasures?
Chocolate.
I I think like most of America just resonated with that. Like,
Yeah.
yep, most of the whole world, really, I should say. Um, what was your favorite subject in school?
English.
Ooh, that's a good one. Did you have any after school activities?
All of them.
Oh,
I mean, I was just like one of those kids that did everything. And then, you narrow it down as you get older. And then in high school, I just picked the things I was most passionate about, which ended up being, theater, musical theater, the figure skating. Yeah. Soccer. I played soccer.
what was like your favorite play you ever did when you were in school?
We did Little Shop of Horrors, the musical.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And I got to be one of the doo-wop girls, and that was really fun.
Yep, I remember the Doo-Wop Girls. Yep.
Yeah.
Shout outs out to Katrina, Victoria, and Allison. Um, let's see. Any unique or remarkable memories that have always just kind of stuck with you in life?
Yeah.
And you want to share them? Like for me, it would be like when I was at the zoo and a butterfly landed on my lap and sat there for like 10 minutes.
Oh, that's cool. What kind of butterfly was it?
I'm not sure. We were at a butterfly exhibit at the Roger Williams Zoo, and I was just sitting on the bench, and all of a sudden, one just kind of like flew on over, sat on my leg, and I just stayed as still as possible, and people were just walking by, and yeah, just sat there for like 10 minutes. Do you have any like experience that have kind of stuck with you like that you want to share?
Um, so many. I mean, I'm a songwriter, right? So I feel like things just like do stick in my mind and then eventually they may make their way out in songs or they come I'm just like an emotional person, so memories come back depending on what I'm doing. Um, but I mean, I have really good memories just like I said, I grew up in New England, so I have really good memories just visiting with my Nana and my family up in Agunquit, Maine, and we would just go to the ocean. And I have really good memories of just like boogie boarding, and not a care in the world because you're young and you don't know anything about life except for that you're at the ocean and you're having a great day, stuff like that.
So cool that you just mentioned boogie boarding. That girl Trella, who I was mentioning before, who can also cross her eyes, she also does boogie boarding.
It
So
must be a cross the eye thing. Like if you cross your eyes, you also boogie board.
we got a few more there. Just we're building up on the scores. All right. Do you have any celebrity crushes growing up?
Um, yes, I'm trying to remember his name though. Oh, Ashton Kutcher. Kutcher.
Yep.
Yeah, he was my kind of, I was like, oh my God, he's so cute. Yeah.
All right. Are there any songs you've submitted to like TV shows or movies that you were hoping they would accept to feature on their projects or?
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot lately. I'm submitting music all the time. Nothing has landed yet. And usually like the projects are pretty vague. You don't, at least the way that I'm doing it, you don't know exactly what TV show or movie you're sending it to. You just know that there's like an agency or a representative looking for this kind of music to put in some TV or movie, and would you like to submit? Do you think that your style fits? And so I've been doing a lot of that and hoping that maybe something will land, so stay tuned.
Okay. My dog's just sitting right next to me. He's won some attention, so I'm just patting him. I'm continuing this. Um, are there any artists who you'd love to see perform some of your songs one day?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's such a huge honor to have someone recognize your work and not only recognize it, but be like, hey, I want to own that and like promote it and share it as my own. I think that would be a huge honor. I mean, I care who it is. I would want someone that like obviously represents the song well and whatever, but like if anybody wanted to have my song, I'd be like, wow, really? So, yeah.
Oh, that is really cool. Um, what are some ways you try to get yourself out of your comfort zone to help break your mold?
Um, Usually I can, if I feel like I'm really resisting something, I will take a step back and be like, why am I resisting this? Why does this make me feel uncomfortable? Because sometimes it's like maybe I shouldn't do that thing because I'm getting this like anxious or whatever feeling. Maybe that means I'm not supposed to do it, or maybe that means this is an opportunity to challenge myself and like take a little risk and push myself outside of my comfort zone. So I think it's just about kind of noticing when that's happening and saying like, why am I resisting this? Is it because I'm scared? Is it because I'm uncomfortable? Like maybe I should give it a try, and this is like the gentle push that I need to do this thing.
Cool.
That makes sense.
Hey. Um, what are some strange, unique facts you've learned in life? And anything you want to share? Like like, uh, I can never phrase this right. Like when I'm on the radio, sometimes I'll learn like a strange law that like a certain state has, like Oh, in this state, you're not allowed to buy a toothbrush on Wednesdays or something like that.
Well, I recently learned that there's a place in Tennessee where you can go to the drive up window and like order a margarita and then drive away with it, which I thought was bizarre. I don't know the name of the place, but someone that I had on a guest on one of my live streams was telling me about it, and I was like, that is so weird. Especially in the South, where I feel like usually they're more conservative about that kind of stuff, and they're like, no, we close the liquor stores on Sundays. But so that was kind of odd. And then also whispering is just as bad for your vocal cords as screaming, which I thought was something everyone just knew. And I recently learned that I only knew that because I'm a vocalist.
Huh. So both, I never would have guessed that whispering is just as bad for the vocals.
Yeah. So apparently I thought that was like, everyone knows this. But then the people I was talking to were like, no, never heard that in my life. And I was like, oh, so.
I mean, I know that honey is very good for your vocals, but I never knew about whispering. That is actually an interesting one.
Yeah. So when ASMR started becoming really popular, I remember thinking, I wonder if these people have been trained. Like, I remember wondering, how are they doing this? Because they're whispering for hours and hours and hours every day. And I remember being like, how are they not damaging their vocal cords? And then sure enough, some of them have. And I'm like, oh, they didn't know. That's sad.
Oh, yep.
Mm-hmm.
They thought it was an easy breeze, and turned out, nope, not so much.
Yep. So,
I'm still trying to wrap my head around drive-in liquor services. Like that feels like something that those two things, for very obvious reasons, do not go together.
yeah, it feels very illegal. Like, she was like, yeah, I got this margarita on my way home. And I was like, what? How? Very strange, but.
Yeah, it feels like the second you buy it and you start to drive, you've instantly broken the law doing that.
I know. Yeah, it was very strange.
I would imagine there would be a lot of cops just stationed around there.
Yeah,
Like,
just waiting to give out tickets.
yeah, like the entire, like you're basically like, hey, whatever this cost, add a $300 fine to that, whatever this drink
Yeah.
cost.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is baffling. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Um, do you have any favorite winners from any like competition shows? I'm not sure if you've ever watched any of like the talent ones or singing ones. Do you have any favorite winners?
I haven't really watched them that much to not I haven't watched them enough to like have a favorite, you know.
All right. Okay. Here's a little one to make it a little easier. Would you say, because these are two of like the biggest winners from a certain show, would you say you're more a Carrie Underwood fan or a Kelly Clarkson fan?
Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who have met her. They've had nothing but the nicest things to say about her.
Cool.
Did you think of any unique facts about yourself that you wanted fans to know from that question I asked before?
No, sorry.
Not a problem.
Dude, my mind is overflowing with too many questions. I haven't had room to think of any new facts.
We'll actually close this out in just a minute. Are there any artists or any artists who you'd like to plug in here, or any of your current upcoming projects you'd like to plug in here?
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, and thanks everybody for hanging out. You can follow me on social media or find all my stuff on my website, katiedobbinsmusic.com. And I do have a Patreon page. I do music full time. So if you'd like to support me in that, whatever amount you'd like to do that, and whatever amount you'd like to give, basically you can give monthly, and then you get some perks back. So you can find that on my website too. And then I also have an Instagram page called songwriter_roundup. And I do pretty much monthly YouTube and Facebook live streams with other songwriters, and we play our original music in the virtual round, kind of swapping songs. So if anyone wants to check out that page, there's also a link on that Instagram page, Songwriter Roundup. There's a Spotify link to a playlist of like a bunch of artists that I've met throughout my time playing music in New England, and played shows with, and then people that I've had on the Songwriter Roundup live streams. So that's kind of also my plug for other musicians, is to go check out that playlist. And then there's some pretty rad people on there.
Awesome. I also just realized, I just noticed we have John Shea joining us right at the end.
Hey, John, what's up?
Yes, that is fantastic. Anything else you'd like to share before we close up for the night? Or actually, I'm going to put, do you have any of your instruments on you right now?
I mean, they're here. Why?
Would you be willing to do maybe just a small piece of any song you're working on right now, or any of your songs about to come out?
Well, I wasn't really prepared to do that.
You don't have to do the full song, even just a little snippet of one.
I'm trying to think of what I would even do. You know what? I think I'm going to keep it a secret. And I think I'm going to say, because I am performing a lot of live shows right now, so I'm going to use this as a plug to say, come to a live show and hear music there. Because I'm coming to Mass. I have a New Hampshire show on Saturday and a Mass show on Sunday. So.
Do you have any Rhode Island shows coming up?
I don't know.
But
I'll let you know.
Where in Massachusetts are you going to be on Sunday?
Bedford.
New Bedford. I'd have to look up.
Bedford. It's near Concord.
I'd still have to look that up to see how far that is from me. I know I already have one show this weekend on Saturday, so I gotta figure out how much travel it would be. If it's not like well over an hour away, then hopefully I can like make it down for that one, because I definitely love to see you perform live. Yeah,
that would be great. I do have a lot of music too, like on YouTube and stuff, or like music live streams that I do. Sorry, I'm just like, my guitar's not tuned, and I also have an early morning appointment, early morning appointment. So I don't want to stay on like too much longer. So
not a problem.
But I appreciate you asking, and you all can find my music in a lot of places.
Well, Katie, I just want to say once again, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for doing this, for promoting it on your own pages. Again, like I can't preface that enough, because it's rare that people even put that much effort actually into it. I've had a few that, will do a couple of stories, but the amount of work you've done, I'm just so appreciative of it. Oh, well, you're very welcome. I appreciate you having me on the show, and, thanks for taking time to help us artists and, all the other people that you have kind of give us another space to talk about what we do. And yeah, I appreciate it. Absolutely. And I'd love to have interview you from my blog sometime if you're ever up for it. That one will be a lot more simpler. It would be via emails back and forth. I send you questions, you type up the responses and send it back. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? Yeah, just shoot me a message, tell me a little bit more about it, and we'll chat. Absolutely. Well, Katie, thank you so much for being on here. Thank you for everyone who tuned in to both streams. Sorry that the first one had to cut out. But yeah, this has been Brendan here with the beautiful, talented Katie Dobbins here on Asked and Answered, and we will see you next time. Have a great night. Bye. Thank you.